Welcome back, everybody, to Open. Our next guest is an Amazon.com #1 bestseller, an international media specialist whose latest work details how you can lose weight fast. Well, we now welcome Sally Shields. We welcome you to the show. Haven't seen you in a while.
Much, Bob. It's been 3 years.
Yes, you've been doing it. Well, I see you've been working out when DJ was doing the music.
Aw.
You're doing it. So what's been going on? You have a new book.
Yes.
And you're telling people about how to lose weight and how to stay thin, get that pot belly down. It's all in a book.
Yes. Well, basically what led me to write the book was that after I had my 2 children, I would see new moms at the park or at school wheeling their new baby carriages, stick them back to their pre-baby selves, and I would wonder to myself, how do they do that? Are they naturally thin? Or are they super disciplined about their diet and exercise routines? So after about 6 years of muttering this to myself, my husband turned to me and said, well, why don't you just ask them? Maybe I will.
Yeah.
So I actually interviewed 160 women ranging from ages 20 to 70. 101 of them ended up in the book, but I got all their skinny secrets color-coded by decade.
Skinny secrets.
Skinny secrets.
Oh, okay. You know, that's a title in itself. Skinny Secrets.
Bob, maybe you could write
Part
that
2. A sequel.
We could combine it with your 7,
7 ways to make the grade.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna ask you about your tips too. I may have you in it. So tell us how writing a book, took some of the powder and watching TV helped you achieve the body that you have and the dreams that you wanted to come up with. In writing this book.
In these media releases, sometimes you have to create a little curiosity. So when I say taking some powder, one of the things the themes throughout the book, there's a lot of themes that all of these women follow. One of the secrets is people don't get enough fiber in their diets. So when I was finishing the book and I was trying to find a really good fiber supplement that I could recommend to my readers, it was very, very coincidental. I found something called Skinny Fiber. Check out this label. It looks exactly like the cover of the book.
Wow.
I mean, it's a little bit uncanny.
And
right?
you didn't see that before you
No, this was a complete coincidence.
Wow.
But this particular supplement, which is Skinny Fiber, I don't know if anybody could see it here, is a very, very, very high quality fiber that anybody can take to help them maintain their health and their weight. So this is something that I recommend now to my readers and my listeners.
There you go.
And it's just funny how it looks almost exactly like the cover. Isn't that sort of funny?
Yeah.
And coincidental and lovely.
Wow. So that's what you meant by taking some powder.
That's what I meant by taking some powder.
Because I thought I was going crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yes, exactly. It was the curiosity factor in the media release. The second question is watching TV, okay?
Because taking some powder could mean other things to other people. I just don't.
That was why it was put in there. Now, the watching television part, a lot of us mothers don't have a lot of time. We're running around, we're doing a lot of things. So, a lot of people can't get to the gym. Gyms can always be, they can often be expensive, hard to get to. So I purchased some home videos, okay? And every day I turned on the television and I work out too. Now, I don't particularly necessarily endorse Beachbody per se, but I did do P90X. Which was
that's a tough one.
Tony Horton's, 90 days, 6 days on, 1 day off. So by watching TV, I popped in a video, I pushed play, and I did my weight-bearing exercises and some cardio, and was able to lose 24 pounds. Wow. So a secret is the exercise is definitely a theme throughout the book.
Got to keep it moving.
Keeping it moving is so important, and not just that, but actually changing it up. Because if you do the same thing over and over, it really keeps your body at a certain place. So it's nice to be able to incorporate.
To the next level.
Yeah, and you also want to incorporate some weight-bearing exercises. That's what changes the shape of your body. You can lose weight, but if you want to get that sort of cut look, then you want to incorporate some weights. They don't have to be heavy weights, but.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, What are some of the common mistakes that people make in trying to get into a diet and to work out?
Yes, well,
because some people don't know right off the bat or haven't done it in a while and want to
Yes.
jump right back into it.
absolutely. Well, some of the common mistakes, and these are going to sound a little cliche, but we all can use the reminders. People sometimes think, especially women, oh, if I skip a meal, I'm going to save on calories. But unfortunately, the body works differently. If you skip a meal, the body will actually retain your fat cells because it thinks it's going into starvation mode. So you don't want to skip a meal. In fact, you want to eat every 2 to 2.5 hours. I set a schedule for myself, 8, 10:30, 1, 3:30, and 6. I eat 5 times a day, sometimes 6 times a day. Some people do it every 2 hours.
But you can't pig out 5 times a day.
Right, but the wonderful thing is that if you're eating every 2.5 hours, you're not making bad choices because you're not starving. So then you make better choices, you eat smaller portions. So that's one of the things that you can do.
And how important is it to eat within your environment? I say this only because I went to the South and I came back, I weighed 5 pounds more.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Now, I have to be honest with you. To be a thin lady like the women in the book, you can't eat your kids' grilled cheese anymore, especially after the age of 40. I mean, some people notice after the age of 30, they can't, their metabolism starts to change.
Or eat like you're in college.
Right.
Oh,
That's a lot of people said, everything was fine in high school. As soon as they went to college, they started gaining weight. So what many of the women do, so one of the mistakes is they eat processed foods. The women in the book, they eliminate processed foods. So, grilled cheeses and eating the white flours, the white sugars. If you
White
want
rice.
to be thin, you just simply can't indulge in those things anymore because it changes into sugar in your body and it wreaks havoc.
Yeah.
So you want to change over to clean protein. You want to eat lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Again, cliche, but unfortunately being thin is really a discipline and it takes work.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So a lot of people who had babies, some people just, they retain that baby fat.
Yes.
Or not baby, well, I'm saying baby fat.
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I was one of those people. And so when I actually delved into the science of how the body works, eating every 2.5 hours, incorporating some weight training, getting some cardio, incorporating the exercise, drinking enough water, taking your fiber, all of these things coming together will really getting enough sleep. I mean, that's another silly cliche.
Oh my.
But if you don't get enough sleep, the body actually holds on to fat because it doesn't have the energy that it needs to get you through the day.
Yeah.
If you get enough sleep, you're going to be able to shed those pounds quicker.
Yeah, because your body does a great work when you're sleeping also.
That too, exactly.
Great. So does the same thing apply for guys?
I'm sure it does. Yes, because I've seen.
I mean, this is primarily for women.
This is 101 women, and I studied the women. So, that just gave me an idea, Bob. I might just.
There you go. Here we go.
The problem is writing a book takes so much discipline, as you know, and so much so focused energy that you almost have to have so much passion for your topic that's what keeps you going. So I always joke to people that I only write about things that I'm obsessed about. That way it maintains your interest while you're going through the long, arduous process of writing the book, promoting the book, etc.
I had to go away and get out of the community to write my book. Because when I come back, I'm always in the community. I'm always running. The schedule's crazy, and you can't really focus 100% on your book. I have the first draft, and I knocked out the first 5 chapters in the draft. I mean, combing through it and making sure, fine-tuning and everything. So I have about 8 more chapters to go to fine-tune. I mean, I have the whole book, but I just have to fine-tune the rest of it.
So exciting. Yes. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, too.
Oh, well, thank you.
And his part, too. You have another title in this book.
I love it.
What was it inside?
Insider.
Slim is in? Or what was it?
Well have to go back and review the tape, won't we?
What did we say in the beginning? Something about Slim.
And Slim. I can't
We'll come
remember.
up.
We sure will.
We'll hit the title a couple times. Insider Secrets.
Insider Secrets. Yeah.
Let me see. Insider Secrets of Sexy and Slim. Sexy and Slim sounds good too. Sexy and Slim.
Maybe Sexy and Slim recipes by the women in the book. Slim. Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll kick it around. We'll get something.
Well, I want to
give
make
us
sure, where they can find more information.
Okay,
Would that
we're
be
gonna hit
okay?
that. But give me a quick. You have different colors in here. Give me a synopsis of what
Okay.
these.
Basically, what
different
this
colors
is
are
it's
about.
color coded by decade. Okay, so the pink are the 20s, the green are the 30s, the blues are the 40s, orange 50s, and purple 60s. So you can kind of flip through the book and find where you are, so you can kind of compare and contrast to where you are chronologically, so you can relate to what's going on with different women in your age group.
Yeah.
Because bodies change.
And
Bodies
those
change.
foods correspond to the age that you are at the time.
Well, it's interesting, but I noticed a lot of women, no matter what their age, they're eating the same kinds of foods. They're eating fresh salads and whole foods and lean proteins. And, most of these women drink water. They say, Philip, it's so easy to go through the day and forget that you haven't had water. Some of the tips are fill up a cute pitcher and put it on your, countertop and make sure it's empty by nightfall. Or, buy one of those cute little pink bottles from Whole Foods and carry it around with you like an accessory and sip on it all day. So there's things that you can do to remind yourself to get that water in.
Get that water. Very important. The body's 80% water. Got to keep it going. Okay. All right. Where can we get the book?
Oh, thank you. Well, basically anybody can get it in Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com. But I want to tell you that I have a very special offer by invitation only for people that are watching this show. And what I've put together is a website that if you purchase one copy of the book, and it will take you to Amazon, you will receive over 50 free gifts by relationship experts and fitness coaches from all over the world.
Wow, yeah.
So what you want to do is you can go to sallyshields.com / Thin Book Launch.
Thin Book Launch.
Yes, all lowercase. And I know I usually don't like rattling off these long URLs on TV or the radio, but
Well, we'll say it again. sallyshields.com / Thin Book Launch.
all lowercase, Thin Book Launch. You can go there and you can check out the free gifts that I've put together for all of the viewers today. And it's just a really great array of, a lot of the women in the book have contributed tips and tricks that you can get for purchasing one copy of the book.
How do you feel about that? The new dance movements on TV. What do you call it?
Is it Zumba?
Zumba.
I have heard so many good things about Zumba. I haven't tried it yet, but you know what? Keeping it fun, that has got to be the best skinny secret in the book.
I see people doing it in parks and just playing the music and getting teams of people together.
I'm telling you, I haven't tried it yet, but finding something that you love, and everybody knows that, right? But it's good to say it again. If you find something that you love, that's great. Just make sure that if you do want to lose a few pounds, it's super important to then just a couple times a week incorporate some kind of weight-bearing training.
There you go. Yes, get that tone going.
And the muscle
like
burns the
young lady
fat.
over there flexing her muscles. I think she's coming up next. She's going to look at her. See. Okay, so this is great. Is she naturally thin or disciplined?
Insider secrets of
Insider
the
secrets.
sexy and slim.
A sexy and slim person. Or you. Thank you so much, Sally. Sally Shields.
And if
Beautiful book.
anybody is curious, if you do go to sallyshields.com / Thin Book Launch and you scroll down and see all those beautiful gifts, number 4, you can find out about the skinny fiber.
There you go. Sally Shields, thank you so much.
Thanks, Bob.
She's an author. Okay. All right, thanks for that information. Go to www.sallyshields.com / Thin Book Launch. That wasn't in there, but we threw it in there. All right, got to take our final break, but on the other side, we'll hit our Music Monday stage to an awe-inspiring sound of Queen Rose. She's coming up. You're going to love it. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't miss it. We'll be right back.